Are the two creation stories at the beginning of the book of Genesis the same thing? I'm answering your question, and bonus at the end, what Bible translation do I recommend? Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm a deep skeptic, also a pastor. So there's some backstory to this question. The person who asked it said that when they were a kid, they were taken to a pastor to prove to them that they were going to hell because they didn't believe the first two stories of the book of Genesis. That happened twice in their life, which I'm really sorry that happened. That should never have been the case, and that pastor should never have said that to you. But the first two stories of Genesis, the pastor said, were one story, kind of from two different perspectives. And that is not accurate. Biblical scholars agree that these first two stories are not the same. They were written a long time apart. They had different authors, different purposes, different foci. But what these pastors were doing is actually a bigger problem with how they and other fundamentalists and evangelicals approach the scripture. So the bigger problem that these pastors are doing is they are approaching the Bible with a concept called univocality that is roundly rejected by every reputable biblical scholar. It says that the Bible speaks with one voice. It is one story from the beginning to the end, and it is just not. It is not like a fiction series. It is like a library, with each book having a different author, a different purpose, written at a different place and a different time. And that changes everything. There is not one voice. There are many voices. And the book of Genesis, like many books in the Bible, actually has multiple authors and multiple traditions that have been put together by an editor into that one book. And that changes everything when you are trying to understand and read the Bible. You don't read it as one book with one voice. You try to understand, what is each person trying to say? What is their context? And understanding that will help you understand the different meanings and messages in this sacred text. Because, like I say over and over again, we don't take the Bible literally, we take it seriously. And the way you take it seriously and you find the deep, enduring meanings underneath the text, is to understand that it is not univocal. I told you there'd be a bonus at the end. And you know I'm a deep skeptic. That means that I am trusting scholars and looking for reliable data to help me choose spiritual beliefs and practices and help other people do that. And so biblical scholars agree that the most accurate English translation of the Bible that is currently on the market is the New Revised Standard Updated Edition. And if you're looking for something that is a little more readable, I also like the CEB.